Hi everyone, welcome to Medical Terminology. This is ME 111. I'm Professor Davis and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. One thing to note about this course, guys, is it is a 1 credit hour course, which means you're only getting 1 credit, and so because of that, you might notice that the workload is a little bit lighter than in some classes. We're going to go over the format of this course and kind of what to expect as we go through. But be aware, guys, this is a self-paced course. It is 8 weeks, but it is self-paced. So let's take a look at what is going to be expected in medical terminology. All right, so you as a student are responsible for reading and understanding your syllabus, which can be located here in modules. You can click on it. You can also locate this on the NMJC website, but it is embedded within your Canvas shell. You need to make sure that you print this out or at least read it very carefully, because you are going to be taking a quiz that is related to this syllabus in your getting started activities, module 0. So make sure that you read this and you're aware of it. Now, even with you reading the syllabus, I am going to go over a few important things that we want to discuss and talk about. So medical terminology, guys, is an introduction to medical terms. We're going to be using this textbook, Building a Medical Vocabulary by Leonard, and this is a systematic book. It's going to go system by system. So the first couple of chapters will be kind of generic, and then you're going to actually get into specific body systems like the cardiovascular, respiratory, nervous, and how those medical terms apply to those particular systems. Now, one thing to note about this book, it does not come with like a CD-ROM or anything like that, but it does have some online resources. These can be accessed, and they are free. They can be accessed through Canvas. I have a link that shows you how to get started on these. And guys, these online resources are great tools to help prepare you for your exams for each chapter. It has an area where it will pronounce the terms for you if you're having a hard time pronouncing the medical terms. It has little quizzes, activities, games. It even takes it into Spanish for those of you that are Spanish speakers first. So there's a lot of really good resources that this book provides in the online resources. So please check those out in the modules as well. All right, now let's take a look at the breakdown of your course grade. In this particular class, you're going to see that it's only going to be composed really of exams and communication. Now, the reason for this is because it is self-paced and the fact that it is 1 credit hour class. And so when we look at this, guys, you have your syllabus and your survey quiz that you're going to be taking that goes over the syllabus. You also have chapter exams. Now this semester or this 8 weeks for the ME 111, we're going to be covering the first 7 chapters. So that's going to be 700 points. Now you'll also notice in the gradebook that there's a comprehensive exam. This comprehensive exam is going to be over all 7 chapters. You can take this. It is optional, but it will replace your lowest test grade. So let's just say that you bombed the chapter 4 test. You just did not do well on it at all. You can take this comprehensive exam at the end of the semester, and that will replace that low test grade. So this is a way to kind of help you out and get you those better scores. Then we have communication. This is about 45 points. You're going to have a discussion post. There's only 1 of those that's required. And then you're going to have some inbox messaging that we're going to talk about a little bit more. So let's look at the exams in a little more detail first. So if you'll notice on here, in your modules, you're going to notice that there's module 1 and it just says chapter exams, and they're all listed here. We have chapter 1 through 7 and the comprehensive exam. They're each worth 100 points. Now, these are all completely multiple choice. There's 50 multiple choice questions that you will answer worth 2 points apiece for your 100 points. Also with this is that you are going to get this from a test bank. There's about 100 questions in the test bank per chapter, so everybody's exams are going to be different. These are timed exams. The reason these are timed exams and they are in lockdown browser is because these exams are supposed to be closed book. You are supposed to spend your time going through your book, which is a workbook. You should go through and do the activities and the activities at the end of each chapter that are like a review of what you should know before you take the exam. Okay, they're closed book. It's not, the time is not to allow you to look up every answer. That means you're not learning medical terminology. You are just able to look things up. Okay, so they are timed exams. As we go through this, there will be no resets and no retakes. This is why you have the comprehensive final, to help replace a low test score. You'll also notice that there are due dates listed here. So the first exam, you'll see a due date, second exam, and so on. These are what we call soft due dates. Okay? This is if you do one chapter a week, this is when those exams would be due. Okay? They're not considered late if you do them later because this is self-paced. However, they all have to be completed by the last day of the course. Okay? And that is listed within your syllabus. All right, so let's take a closer look at the communication. Now, the communication, guys, is listed all in Module 0. We've already talked about the syllabus quiz. That's going to be actually in your exam section, but it's a quiz over the syllabus. And then you'll see that I have 3 kind of communication assignments. The first communication one is a discussion board. This is where you're going to post an introduction of yourself to the class. With this post, guys, you're going to have a type of public communication with the members of your class. Okay, so everybody's going to be able to see this in a public communication forum. On the other hand, your communication 2 and 3 through 9, these are going to be through Canvas inbox. This means it's a private communication with me. Nobody else is going to see this except me. And with this communication, guys, you're going to be letting me know where you are in the course each week. So each week you're going to let me know what you're doing. So you might say, hey, I finished the chapter 2 exam. I'm beginning chapter 3. You need to let me know what's going on. This is going to help keep you on task for this course. Also, this will also be a place where you can ask me questions. If you're struggling with something or you're not sure how to do something, study tools, things like that, you can ask me here. I also am going to add a discussion board that is just what we call like a cafe discussion board in here where you can post any questions or concerns where you can also get feedback from other students. Especially if you think that somebody else might have a study tool that they're using that's helpful, or if anybody else is having trouble with a certain chapter, it's an opportunity for you to potentially get help from your peers. And I'll be adding that into this course. All right, so let's just kind of do a little quick overview of this. First of all, remember this is a self-paced course. This is why you don't have a lot of discussion boards and a lot of assignments. Because guys, you can finish this course in 2 weeks if you want, or you can take all 8 weeks. It's up to you on how long you spend in this course with the coursework. Okay, but your grades will reflect that if you aren't ready to take the exams and you take them anyways. There are online resources for you to use. I suggest that you use them. I have found in the past that students who utilize the online resources, they are better prepared to take their exams. Okay. Also, you'll notice listed here, it's in your syllabus as well, the withdrawal date for the course. Make sure you pay attention to this. I hope nobody has to withdraw, but if you are getting too overwhelmed or too behind, just know that that date is available for withdrawal. Finally, on here, you'll see that there is the final date to submit exams. This is the final day of class. I mean, it's the final day of finals week. This is the last day you can submit any exam. And guys, it has to be submitted by 11:59. If you submit at midnight, that's the next day, and it's not going to take it. So you need to make sure that you get these turned in by the last day to submit exams. Now, I hope this kind of help maybe clears up some things about this course, that it is a 1 credit hour class, but I am available as your instructor. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. If you're in the Hobbs area, feel free to come by the JC to my office. My office is in Heidel Hall 211. I'm available for you. Okay, I'm a resource that you can potentially use. But remember, this is a 1 credit hour class. This is going to be self-paced. This is to get you comfortable in medical terminology. Most of you that are taking this course are wanting to go into the medical field, or you're taking classes that are going to be having a lot of these words in it. This course is going to help you be able to dissect those words and find out their meanings. So I hope that you have a great semester. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me.